In Borderlands 2, when you don't have a grenade equipped, the game gives you a default grenade. As you probably know, this default grenade is only really useful for movement tech, like grenade jumping, or possibly knocking enemies off the map. With so many incredible grenades in this game, why would you ever use this for combat? But what if you did? Would it be possible to beat Borderlands 2 with only the default grenade? For this run I chose Axton, because he's the character with the most amount of grenade skills, which we would absolutely need this run for extra damage, grenade capacity, and especially the ability to throw grenades while down. Otherwise, second wins would be very difficult to pull off. If I'm gonna make a terrible decision, I should at least be smart about it. This guy actually kind of looks like a pedophile. I don't... Hot Pocket. For the entire first map of the game, it seems like grenades don't drop yet, meaning I had to go to the DLCs or Digistruct Peak to farm grenades from chests. While I was at the peak, I decided to get level 3, and after that I went to the Fight for Sanctuary DLC to farm Iridium from the lockers, and I grabbed a few levels while doing so. Iridium is very important this run, as Crazy Earl upgrades are one of the only ways to increase my grenade capacity. After finding 3 grenades and getting level 8, I was able to start killing the first few waves of enemies before Knuckle Dragger. If I was lucky, I could kill maybe 4 to 5 enemies with all 3 of my grenades, and then I'd have to run back to the start of the map to fast travel back to the peak to open up more chests to find more grenades. Once I made it to Knuckle Dragger, I literally still couldn't kill him despite being 7 levels above him.
Oh, fuck, what?
After wasting some time in the Tiny Tina DLC trying to level up,
Did I throw a grenade? I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid.
and unfortunately, after messing up the Fight for Sanctuary XP farm, one of the only things left for me to do at this point was to farm Rabid Skags at the peak.
It's bitter. I barely know her.
These guys gave a ton of XP, and after getting level 12, I was finally able to go back and just barely kill Knuckle Dragger.
Come on. Yeah, we got him. We got him 100%. Do not move, I swear to God. Pussy. Yeah. Yeah. Did you drop a hornet? Fuck no, he didn't.
Once we got to Liarsburg, loot piles and enemies actually started dropping grenades, which was literally the only way this was possible.
Perpetual loop. Come on, just keep dropping grenades. Double it and give it to the next person. Yes.
We were pretty overleveled for this part, so normal enemies didn't stand a chance. However, Bewm were a total pain in the ass. Again, I only had 3 grenades, and these guys did not take a lot of damage. The great thing about this fight though, albeit a total pain in the ass, was the fact that I could leave the arena and go to the nearest vending machine to buy more grenades, and then come back. However, the nearest vending machine was in Liarsburg, so this fight was 90% running back and forth and 10% throwing grenades. On the way up to Captain Flynt, I skipped 95% of the enemies, since I could not be bothered. I only killed what I was forced to.
God forbid a man walks into my room and is like, take your fucking pants off. You know, I'd cry. I would. Not tears of joy. I would be upset.
For Captain Flynt, the only logical solution was to knock him out of the arena and break his AI, since at this point in the run I was dead set on not using a shield, and the fire in his arena really hurt. Thankfully, there's a vending machine right outside of his arena that I was able to buy grenades from. The biggest problem was running out of money for grenades. Fortunately, I stocked up on level 30 items from the Tina DLC. The scariest part was the fact that there wasn't a health vendor anywhere nearby, which meant I could die if I did not play this safe. And since I skipped most of the enemies, there were a lot of enemies hanging around.
Yes!
After killing Flynt, I met Corporal Reese, I got the power core, blah blah blah. Now that I had Sanctuary unlocked, that meant I finally had access to Crazy Earl upgrades, meaning I could finally hold more than 3 grenades. So needless to say, I went to the Tiny Tina DLC to farm chests for Iridium, and I also farmed for high level items to sell for money to buy more grenades. When I got to Lilith, I graciously let her kill most of the enemies.
My bad. Oh, no, oh.
My next step was Bloodshot Stronghold, which I needed a bandit technical to get into.
What the f have I managed to do? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
In order to get the bandit technical, I had to destroy 5 bandit vehicles. This was possibly the worst part of the playthrough. The only thing I could do was hide and wait for cars to crash and get stuck somewhere, and then hope that when I threw grenades at them, the grenades wouldn't launch them out of the spot they were stuck in, which happened most of the time.
But again, if the car can get stuck... Oh my... What the fuck? Okay. Yes, stay right there. Yes. 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 Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, fuck you, pussy. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. How's it feel? How's it feel, bitch? Okay, now we're just gonna do that, probably 10 more times. No, dead ass, 2 cars drove off the map. There's 2... Wait, what? I just shot a rocket at him on accident. I'm fairly certain I did. Yes, yes.
For Badmaw, I was no longer overleveled, and I needed way more grenades to kill him than I had. Fortunately, but inconveniently, there was a vending machine fairly far away on the map, but on top of it being far away, it also wasn't turned on, so I had to do a whole side quest just to turn on this vending machine. After carefully attempting Badmaw for quite a while and making very little progress, I said fuck it and started trying to knock him off the map. And it actually worked, thank God.
Oh no, fucking shot, dude.
Bloodshot Stronghold was rough, to say the least, so off I went to Destruct Peak to overlevel once again. There we go.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What the? Fuck. Okay. Okay. Look. Oh shit. Yeet. No, I didn't jump. I didn't jump. Fuck. God, I hate this game, dude.
Being 9 levels over most of the enemies, I was still really struggling. So at this point in the run, I decided to allow myself to use a shield. After the insane levels of masochism in the last video, I think it's okay to cut myself some slack here, but feel free to call me a pussy in the comments. Now it's time for quite literally the most bullshit part of the entire playthrough. Constructors in this game, I believe, are 90% grenade resistant, meaning Warden takes nearly 0 damage from my grenades. No biggie, it'll just take a long time. But wait, don't forget, Warden's shield regenerates, meaning if I take even a few extra seconds between grenade throws, I can lose all of my progress. Obviously, Warden went to the gulag, and of course, the gulag's nearest vending machine is on the complete other side of the map from Warden, which meant running to buy grenades from the vending machine was off limits since his shield would fully regenerate by the time I got back. Needless to say, this was literally impossible given my current loadout, so off I went to farm XP. The rabid skags at the peak were starting to drop off XP-wise, so my only other option was trying to fight my way through the Torg DLC until I unlocked the Death Race mission, and then I could use that to farm XP for the rest of the run. There's quite a few quests before you unlock the Death Race. Most of these quests require killing, and a lot of them are also timed. Fortunately though, most of these arenas have either vending machines or ammo boxes that respawn, so they were tedious but not impossible. The last big hurdle I had to jump through was I had to kill Pyro Pete. Now thankfully his arena had ammo crates that respawn, but this fight took over 45 minutes. Fortunately this guy is a major pushover. I had the Death Race mission unlocked, but now my problem was not being fast enough to complete it. So I went to the Dust and picked up a quest from Ellie to give me the Afterburner relic to upgrade my car's boost. This mission requires me to kill 6 more fucking cars. This took a very long time, but I found out that if you run towards the cars, they kind of just freeze in place, allowing you to hit them with grenades fairly easily. But don't you dare for a second think that this was easy.
Holy shit! I just actually got 360 no-scoped by a f***ing car. I got 360 no-scoped.
I could finally reliably farm the Death Race for XP. After totally 100% legitimately farming Death Race for 10 levels, I went back to the Warden with a build that offered me the highest damage I could possibly deal, and I still couldn't kill the Warden. Also, if you're ever wondering why I'm holding a gun, it's because my backpack was pretty small, and I was essentially picking up every single item I found so that I could sell them for more money to buy more grenades. Rest assured, I never shot a bullet. If you don't believe me, I'll link my live streams playlist below, so you can watch this entire playthrough from start to finish. I could slightly damage his health at this point, but that required me looting every single nearby chest for grenades. And once all those chests had been looted, I was completely out of luck. I went and farmed 5 more levels, totally legitimately, and with these last levels, I was able to get the Grenadier skill in my skill tree, allowing me to have 5 more grenades. With all of these grenades, plus a lot of luck from nearby chests, I was able to actually get enough grenades to kill Warden. 22 fucking levels above this motherfucker, and he was still ridiculously a pain in my ass. That's just uncalled for. Needless to say, being so incredibly overleveled made the next few missions a lot easier. In the wildlife preservation, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to wound these 3 loaders to open the door, but it turns out that if you kill enough loaders, the door will just open anyways. I had no idea that was a thing.
No, why did I have a grenade on? Why do I have a grenade on? Who the fuck put that on? I have to save quit. I have to run all the way back.
For Bloodwing, I was still pretty overleveled, which definitely helped, but there was only a limited amount of grenades in the arena, and there was no vendor before the boss fight, so there could have been some problems here. Bloodwing will occasionally land and try and peck you, and those are the only windows where you can actually damage her. I managed to take down Bloodwing with no grenades to spare. That shit was rough.
Oh, fuck!
For the slab initiation, I just spammed grenades, and when I ran out, I just killed myself to get out of the room, and then I ran across the map to the nearest vending machine to buy more. All things considered, it wasn't terrible. pussy. Jack's body double went down without much of a fight. I was terrified about the push up to bunker.
Oh, what the fuck?
Not only are there 2 constructors, one of which being a super badass, but there are also surveyors, and the 2 infamous wall turrets that are immune to almost everything but bullets. At this point, we were beginning to be on level again, so I was dying quite a bit actually. The first constructor took a lot of attempts and retries, not to mention the nearest vendor was very far away.
What is it? It's a transformer. Oh, shit.
And just as I thought, the 2 door turrets were immune to grenades, meaning technically this is where the run ends. There's no progressing past this point. Okay, but what if I incite some turret on turret violence, and then pretend like it never happened?
I'll be taking that.
Oh, I just want to hold it.
We got a fucking quasar. What the... What is happening?
This super badass constructor would have actually required an insane amount of overleveling to kill. That is, if we actually had to do him legit. But you can just sit under this roof and let the guy nuke himself to death. So yeah, it took a long time, but me and my chat just did marble races while we waited. Autocannon time. Specifically, the upside down autocannon, and the 2 hanging off the walls. I basically just had to brute force the upside down one, using several batches of grenades to try and get a randomly perfect one. Or like,
oh god, I'm gonna...
The 2 wall autocannons weren't actually that bad at all. For bunker, I knew I would need a lot of items to sell to buy more grenades, so I went to the Wham Bam DLC, and it scaled to my level.
Oh god, motherfucking damn. Nice.
And I farmed the first chest there to get not only high value items, but a ton of iridium for backpack upgrades and my last grenade upgrades. This chest can actually give 2 4 bricks of iridium at a time, compared to the Tina DLC chest that can only give 1 4 brick at a time. And I also farmed this chest for a +4 Grenadier class mod, giving me the most grenades possible at my current level.
Ooh, yes, we got a +4 Grenadier! Yes! Oh, no, I'm gonna kill...
It was finally bunker time. Now, obviously, bunker is a flying enemy, and they never land, but luckily, they're big enough that I can just throw grenades directly at them whenever they decide to sit still, and this worked pretty damn well. I had been so worried about this fight all playthrough, and it ended up being pretty damn easy. It did require some brute forcing, but he was honestly kind of a pushover.
Yes, oh my god.
I could actually damage the iridium injectors with grenades, and since Angel spawns ammo crates throughout the fight, Control Core was fairly doable. Now this is without a doubt what I was the most terrified of. I had to kill 5 buzzards for this quest, and since buzzards do in fact take grenade damage, that meant I had to do this completely legit. You're probably wondering how the fuck I managed to do this. I have no fucking idea. After sitting around for a long time just utterly clueless as to what to do, I realized that very occasionally the buzzards will fly close enough to a building or a pipe, and if I just spam grenades whenever they get close, I can actually hit them with a few grenades.
Is that one of them? Yeah, it's one of them, yes! Okay, it's doable. If it can bleed, we can kill it.
Don't let me understate how horrible this was. This sucked. It was completely random, and I just had to spam grenades.
Oh shit, we got a conference call, dude.
Oh, and the nearest vendor was down the elevator, so every time I needed grenades, I had to ride the elevator of shame. I went through all of my money and items buying grenades for this. I had to start looting the surrounding areas just to get money.
Come on, please. Yes! Are you... Oh, thank God. Oh my God, thank you. Shit, dude.
I never want to do that again. I ran past all of the enemies in the pump stations, getting ass blasted several times. I ran past Saturn and I made my way to the Heroes Pass door. This area had a lot of enemies, and each enemy on average took 3 to 4 grenades to kill. And of course, I had to go on a fucking cross-country trip to the nearest vendor every time. It was tedious as hell, but doable. That was until the surveyors spawned. I can't even put into words how unfathomably annoying these surveyors were. It took so many grenades in such a long time, but eventually we killed the surveyor.
Oh, I got it! I got it, yes! Oh, yes, dude!
Now, needless to say, I sprinted my ass through Heroes Pass without looking at a single enemy, and immediately got to the Jack fight.
Oh my God, I did it! Oh my God, I was so confident I was gonna fail that.
Thankfully, Jack's arena has infinitely respawning ammo crates, so this fight was 75% running between chests and 25% throwing grenades. I don't think Jack is blast resistant. I think honestly he's just a bitch. This took over 2 hours just to break his shield. Oh yeah, and whenever his shield breaks, he immediately spawns a surveyor to recharge his shield all the way back to full. That's how much damage I managed to do in 2.5 hours before all my progress got ripped out of my still warm asshole. Basically, fuck this. 130 totally legit death race runs later, I'm now level 45. You're probably wondering why there's no footage of that? Fuck you. Did I overlevel too much for this? Maybe. Did it make the fight a little bit too easy? Also maybe. Are you gonna call me mean names because of this? Probably. In all honesty though, for being 13 levels above, I didn't do nearly as much damage as you'd expect. These enemies aren't even blast resistant. The main thing with being overleveled is basically just having more health. Okay, that's damage though. That is damage. That's not bad either. That's not bad. I'm actually just genuinely like, oh my holy fucking shit. Oh god! Oh, 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 I almost fell off the map. That might have killed me too. There might be a death barrier over there. And the warrior went down pretty easily, actually. There wasn't too much of a fight. Was it because I was overleveled? Shut up. So to answer the question, technically no, you can't beat Borderlands 2 with only the base grenade, because those goddamn stubborn-ass door turrets, they like to watch their wives get f***ed by muscular lesbian women. But ignoring those two cucks, yeah, it's possible. It's just really fucking tedious. Oh wait, we did get a conference call. Yeet. No way I get it first try. Alright. We're done. Alright, I'm gonna go watch two girls kiss. See you homos on the flip side.